Hello, continue number 5. The principle of international project financing program, corporate financing program, structured financing program, object financing program, commodity trade financing program, uh, special financing program, construction financing program. Uh, this is the principle of international uh, financing program and project investment. There is international principle over there. This is very important one. Number one is the project developer has in a good pace. You understand? Maybe he is the swindle minder, cannot do it. This is in a good pace. Bona fide, good pace. You understand? This is a very important one. But the other 99% of the visitor to our office, our company, and they are they are a swindle mind because they don't know why they cannot get off the project financing program, structured financing program, corporate financing program, object financing program, constraint financing program, trade commodity financing program, and the special financing program of themselves. Second is the clausula reverse sick standibus. This is a doctrine of change of the circumstance and the binding force of the treaty unless there is a significant change in the circumstance at the time of the conclusion of the treaty. The very great change, big change. Okay, we need to change of our treaty, but the small change is no problem. That is flexibility. We can make a solution, and in terms of the design and the drawing. You understand? Estoppel. Chinese people they cannot keep rule of estoppel. This estoppel. Principle of effectiveness. This is the same one. All principle. Number one is the in a good pace. Number two is the number three is estoppel. Number four is the principle of effectiveness. Number five, pacta sunt servanda. Agreement of the party must be observed. Social wisdom. Social wisdom. Number six, social wisdom. Social wisdom inside of empirical rule. Understand? Very important is that you have experience or not, you have knowledge or not. Knowledge is a theoretical one, but experience is the field side, real one. You understand? This is very important one. And the social norm, this is a common sense. Somebody, you have make sense, you have make no sense, like this. If you have make no sense, without in a good pace, we cannot negotiating of the term and the condition for the project financing program, corporate financing program, and the structured financing program, and the object financing program, constraint financing program, and trade commodity trade financing program, and the special financing program too. And the social validity, this is socially speaking reasonable or non-reasonable. In a good pace, this is here in the two is the social wisdom. And the social order, social equality, social justice, social reason. And the systemic harmonizing in law. The systemic harmonizing, not is the personal harmonizing is impossible. Systemic, all lawyer and the natural law and everything is systemic harmonizing. And the legal principle of law, and the noblesse oblige, and also principle like this is normally speaking Equator principles. If you check of the Equator principles and the environmental, social, and governance. This is ESG. This is very important. You need to understand of the what is the meaning ESG. Understand of there is the many clause over there, and also United Nations principle of responsibility investment. If you investment, but the you check of the term and condition everything, and the corporate social responsibility. Company, your company you have to take social responsibility. You understand? What is the meaning? You should understand of yourself. Rio Declaration on the Environmental and Development. This is UNCED. This is a very important one. And the Social Responsibility Investment, SRI. You need to understand. United Nations Environmental Program Financing Initiative. Financing, but first of all, initiative of the check of the environmental, air environmental, people environmental, impact, that environmental impact, assess how to do, and water environment, water pollution environment, air pollution environmental, and land pollution environmental. Land is the not only is the land pace, it maybe some people is the heavy metal and chemical water, chemical waste put into under, and especially in the many boat and the ship, they come to start from the China and the Brazil over there in the Pacific, through the Pacific, trash is put in the Pacific over there. This is the social responsible investment. Empirical, theoretical. You need to understand of the empirical and theoretical. Empirical possibility, empirical probability, theoretical probability. Empirical probability. This is already they have experience. Empirical, empirical is experience and the probability. The theoretical probability is maybe theoretical probability is we are calculating of the other mathematical formula too, and stochastication, and the probability, different one. Here, especially in the you should understand of the stochastic independence. This is a new order, new order. This is the internet, the principle of international financing program. Financing, not only is your project is very good, but the against of like this kind of rule, we are not interested. We will lose. The many people visit to our office, in the Frankfurt, Brussels, Hong Kong, Singapore. They are talking too much. This project is good, but we are. First of all, we check if you have wonder if you have in a good pace or not. You can speak in the future. It's speak of the estoppel. You can keep estoppel like this. We check. The second is we will check of the like this. The ICADA principle and the environmental, social, and governance (ESG). United Nations principle of the responsibility investment. And the corporate social responsibility, CSR. You understand or not? And the Rio Declaration on Environmental and Development. This is UNCED. And the social responsibility and investment, SLI. You understand or not? And the United Nations Environmental Program Finance Initiative. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rule you understand. And also maybe if you have make money, put into your pocket and ready to run away. You understand? Like these people is impossible. Because of that, we will evaluation of the estimating of your personality first. Second is the if our money arrive in the build up of your project and also make money. First of all, you can keep rule or not is the ICADA principle and the ESG and the United Nations principle of responsibility investment and the corporate social responsibility and the Rio Declaration environmental and development. This is UNCD. social responsible investment (SRI) and the United Nations Environmental Program financing initiative. This is the first of all your personal project developer and the project developer of your personality. We will check. You understand? Your mind and brain and everything. Second is we will check of this project. You understand? Is through the in terms of like this kind of the principle. On the basis of this principle, you want to borrow money. In the especially our money is the limited recourse loan and the non-recourse loan. You understand? This is recourse loan, because this is the limited recourse loan and the non-recourse loan is maybe is the project is failed. We have no right to you understand is indemnify of our principal at the interest from you project developer. You understand? Because of that, you should know very well this point. This point is very important. You understand? Next time is the financial market. Thank you, Almighty God. Bless you and your family and all your people during the COVID-19 with health, happy, luck and fortune. Thank you. Bye-bye.